Super Mario Bros.3 is like that ex-girlfriend that keeps coming back. Everything is awesome and you're happy to see her. And then you try new stuff. You know, you try to randomize everything, and that's when she becomes crazy as hell, and you remember why you left. The difference is, I loved every second of Super Mario Bros.3 Randomizer. I can't recommend this enough, so let's break it down real quick. You have the option to remix some of the levels, for starters. That is amazing. I loved every second of that. It kept me on my toes because I was expecting one level to be easy. When I saw the start, turns out it was one of the hardest things ever. You can choose to randomize enemies in every stage. That makes everything chaotic. I've never seen a Lakitu with aimbot before. Holy crap, that was kind of crazy. The behavior change also makes things so much harder. Like I just said, the Lakitu, the cheap. I had a cheap that was absolutely waiting till I passed to hit me like a thwomp, and that thing was moving fast. Bloopers were an actual menace in this playthrough. I've never had any problem with these little white ghosty octopus things. No, that thing, I was scared. I was scared of those things. Absolutely. I mean, I feared them more than an intimate relationship. That's how bad it was. Now, the other thing that can happen also is that some enemies go through walls, so you can't be too careful. You never know when a flying Goomba decides that, yeah, I'm on the other side of this portion, but I'm coming in hot and I'm gonna hit you. So yeah, they're gonna get you. The Boom Boom and the Koopalings have varied HP and new mechanics. Like Lemmy was in the floor, which was kind of insane to me, like very hard to hit him. The booms can fly really fast. Either they're gonna land on the floor and immediately go down into a crouched position with the spikes on top, or he's just gonna keep flying. You don't know. It was insane. I actually had trouble beating a Boom Boom. And that's just the enemies, because I played as Peach here. One of the fun things is if you play as her, everything changes also. Like the frog suit is a mermaid. That was kind of funny. Also felt better because I put the frog suit to not jump weirdly like it would Mario. So every time I opened the block, it was a flower that was showing up, so I never knew which power-up I would get. That was pretty fun as well. Except for the mushrooms. The mushrooms are the same thing. They don't change. But man, the stage were so surprising. Between the remix and the levels, I wasn't ready for any of that. The ice physics was dangerous. Now, either you were getting the ice from the game, or you had what I now refer to as super ice, that you take a small step forward and you fly through the zone. That got me killed a few times. Like, you're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna land here. I'm gonna go left, just land here and go right because there's a pit. Nah, man, you're sliding down that pit. You better be pressing right as you fall down. I've never stepped on ice in a Mario game and go Mach 2 in the same direction. That was crazy. The difficulty was incredibly hard. Like, I don't play Kaizo Mario. I refuse to do that shit, but that was very, very hard for a Mario game. So I highly recommend this for anyone who's a fan of Super Mario Bros. 3. The only downside I had was the first seed was bugged. So I put random pipe locations in the levels, and that brought me to an empty room with no floor. And I couldn't go any further because that was the only pipe that would lead me forward in the level. Well, I had to do that level to pass. I did not have a cloud or anything, so that was it. 90 minutes into the stream, I had to make a new seed and start from beginning. Now, I have seen that the randomizer had an update. I didn't do it, but I was like, oh shit, that probably fixes that issue. But we still managed to finish it in the stream, so there's that. But also, I couldn't do all the levels, even if I wanted to, because some of them were locked behind and you have to do a fortress, but the fortress wasn't accessible. So, you know, you get what you get. I also put always flipping when jumping. That was a massive mistake. I couldn't hit shit with the raccoon tail. I looked like a chump the whole time. So anyway, after all that took about 3.5 hours to 4 hours. We saved Mario, and we saved the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser, so everything worked out. But that's it for me for Super Mario Bros.3 Randomizer. I highly recommend it. Do you plan on trying it for yourself? Which is your favorite randomizer game, by the way? Leave me a comment below. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I wish you a slime-tastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one.